Hello everybody, today is December 8th. It's the 8th day of Vlogmas. This weekend I went to a place called Mooizooi in Haarlem, which is the city in the Netherlands where I live. Mooizooi basically translates to pretty trash, and it's like a second-hand store or a thrift store that collects things that you can use for crafting. So there's lots of things that people hand in, like stores can hand in marketing material that they don't no longer need, or if you're like a garden center and you have a million pots that were in last season but no longer this season and you just kind of want to get rid of them, they go to Mooizooi and they sell them to people. And it's a really sort of fun place to browse and see what they have. And I went there this weekend and I saw that they had a bunch of magazines from the 80s called Ariadne. Ariadne was a very big crafting magazine in the Netherlands in like the 80s and 90s. The magazine still exists. It has rebranded itself to Ariadne Home, and they're very much into interior design and styling and that kind of thing, and they're no longer really selling like embroidery patterns or crochet patterns or knitting patterns, but all of the old magazines are still out there somewhere, and so you can find them in thrift stores and places like that. And so I bought a bunch of them because they have fantastic knitting patterns from the 80s, and I thought it would be fun to go through them together. I did add some stickies of where I wanted to show things, but I ran out of stickies, so we'll just see how we go. So this magazine has everything like sewing, embroidery, crochet, cross stitch, all kinds of things, and obviously also knitting. So how did this work? Well, so you have all these pages where they have it's like a little photo moment and then a little bit of text to sort of give some insight into what the product is. And then if you want to make it, there's a worksheet that's on the inside of the magazine that has all the instructions. At the top of the Netherlands, if you look on a map, there's like a bunch of islands. This is a little spread about Vlieland, which is one of the islands. And then this lovely sweater with seagulls at the back and a boat at the front that says Oost-Vlieland. I thought that was very interesting. They also have these lovely cable sweaters and these like mini gloves, shorty gloves, which I thought were very cute. And then a hat as well. More cables, and then here there's like a I think this is like stranded color work. I'm not sure, I didn't check in the magazine how this was made, but it looks like stranded color work, but it's or it could be intarsia actually, although this white bit might have just been stitched on later. There's like lace knitting happening, baby bonnets. Oh, I thought these were very cute. Little kid sweaters. I wanted to show you this. It's the Toyota knitting machine, and it's a little ad. Oh, I really like this. It's like a vest or a cardigan, but it has minimal shaping. It's very sort of like straight, but it has great color going on, and I believe it's like either seed stitch or moss stitch. I can't really tell, but it's really nice. And there's like a kid's version and an adult version. I thought that was very interesting. I also love this. This is like such a typical like 80s sweater. I love this. So it's quite nice that they have both adult version and kids versions. I think this magazine was really targeting like grandmas, to be fair, knitting sweaters for grandchildren and things like that. I love this part because it's a glove, and then it's quite a hefty motif, so it's a fun glove, but it really shows you how to use the DPNs to make the fingers, which, to be fair, can be quite difficult if you've never done that before, so it's good that they explain it. Yeah, they have like loads of like intarsia sweaters and cardigans. Very, very pretty. I do love this one though. It's so cute, that little dog. I would love that. Anyway, so also have like lots of like skiing moments. And then there's like all these snowy mountains, and I love how it's like, obviously it's snowy mountains, but it's also abstract. So that's really nice. I love this one. This sweater is absolutely fabulous. I love this pattern. I like the highlighter yellow that kind of goes through. My sister was saying that this like pattern, zigzaggy pattern, kind of makes her nauseous, and I understand that. I really do. But yeah, I'm not keen on the colors, but I think in different colors this would really, really be super cool. These sweaters look like so oversized and comfy and warm, and you should be able to use them for outside. These are also amazing. It's got little kids version, adult version. Love it. And then there's this one. I feel like this should not be very hard to make. I love the oversized collar on this. It's so cute. I love this pattern on sweaters. Again, it has an adult size and kid size. So lovely and oversized. And it's all like really thick yarn and very thickly made to be able to use as an outdoor sweater. I also really like this one. It's a little bit hard to see because it's white, but yeah, it's a very interesting design. It's all white and then little blocks. It's a mohair jacket and it's absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. It's crocheted. This is crocheted. This one's great. This one's so good. Look at that. And this mat, these glasses, it's so 80s. So great. So beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm really curious, do you have any old magazines, like crafting magazines from the 80s that have knitting patterns on them or in them? I find them so fascinating, and I don't know, I just love the fashion of this era. I used to hate it because I was a kid, and then you become a teenager, and then everything that was sort of fashionable when you were a kid is super outdated and you don't like it. It's not cool. And then you're an adult and you look back and you think, wow, actually these things were really, really cool. Like some of these like super bold shapes and things are just really, really interesting. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.